Welcome to the Foodie. It's time again for the Foodie Awards. Yes, the Foodie Awards 2012-2013. And on these special series of episodes, we're going to be judging the best of the best. We've got lots of great food, lots of nominees for this third helping of the Foodie Awards. So before we get into it, let's first meet our judges. Come along. So let's meet our two judges for this round of nominations. Of course, the gorgeous, ravishing Rashmi Uday Singh, food writer, food critic, published all over the world, and you've just got the Best Gourmand Food Book Award.
Thank you.
Correct? And of course, we've got a food intellectual, if I may call him that, Kripal Amanna, publisher, managing editor of Food Lovers Mag.
That's right.
Excited about eating a lot of food on this journey of ours?
Completely. Yeah? You know, the best thing that when I was looking at the list, there's so many names that I hadn't really seen, that I hadn't really heard of. So I'm looking forward to these finds. And
discovering these new places.
Absolutely. And yes. I think that's fantastic.
Rashmi's been with us for the last 2 years.
Yes.
So Rashmi, what are you looking forward to this time now?
I'm looking forward to journeying with you, eating with you, and having a lot of fun with you, and of course doing some serious work along the way.
Serious work, it is serious work. Eventually eating food is serious work.
Very serious.
Yeah? We're calling this set of our awards, it's the third awards. We're calling it the third helping, which is what I love.
Okay.
Not first helping, second helpings, third helpings.
Absolutely.
So I think we should head straight into Cafe Zoe and check out the food there. Shall we?
Absolutely.
Come. Well, the category is Best Debut Restaurant, and this is Cafe Zoe. It's in Parel in Mumbai.
Look at the daylight happy space and look at the food.
Yeah.
It covers everything from comfort to exotic.
And it's still got so many elements of
the old mills,
that character. I'm looking forward to seeing, to all the food that's here on the table. Absolutely.
We should begin with this.
Mushroom tea.
Yeah, mushroom tea.
So on that note, cheers.
On that note, yeah.
Okay, rise and shine.
You
do not get these very easily in standalone restaurants.
That's right.
You know? So that is another unique quality, I think, of this restaurant. They serve a lot of things which you normally get in five-star hotels at a very good price. I think what is amazing about this salmon Wellington, what is the difficult thing to do is because the fish is put in kacha.
That's right.
And then it has to cook along the same, bake along the same time with the puff paste. So that's the tricky thing.
Yeah, light, yet it's refreshing.
My burger is great. One is, it's a burger with enough meat in it. They're not being conjuiced with the meat. It's well grilled. It's not overdone.
Why don't you help yourself, Rashmi, and I'll... It's sumptuous, it's complete, it's whole. You have that, one of those for lunch,
and you're happy.
And you're happy, absolutely, you're happy.
I can't speak. We've done a lot of food from Cafe Zoe. It's in the category of Best Debut Restaurant. What's your overall view?
Everything that I saw here was very comfort food. But I think each one of them have been executed very well. Whether it was the hollandaise, whether it was the tiramisu, simple things. I think that's that's my takeaway from this particular table. I think it's comfort food done extremely well. It's food that you want to come back for. These days you go to a lot of restaurants and there's a lot of, what do you call, to borrow a Hindi word, shusha on the table.
Correct.
This doesn't have any of that, but it leaves you satisfied, and that's what I really like about it.
But other than that, he also experiments. And he has unusual dishes like the quinoa, but he sticks basically to the comfort formula, which is amazing. And he also has a balance of vegetarian and non-vegetarian dishes. I love
It
this,
is.
Yes.
this happy ambience.
It is.
And the fact that he keeps the price points down.
Happy that we already got the nomination, which is superb in my books.
When we opened the restaurant, of course, that was our endeavor to be the best in our category and to be one of the restaurants that people would love to come to and enjoy the food.
I feel great about it. I feel like we should get it. Why not?
So I think we've got a very, very good candidate for the category of
That's right.
best debutante restaurant. We've got lots more to eat. So I think
Aren't we very tense about that?
Yes, and we're very tense about eating all this food. So I think we should now head off to our next category and next
Lot of
restaurant.
hard work.
Let's go. जिसकी खुशबू से महक उठे फिजा, जिसकी रंगत से भी आ जाए मजा, हो नफीस और लजीज हर लुकमा, जायका इसका हो हर एक से जुदा. Well, we're at Kebabs and Curries in Mumbai at the ITC Grand Central, and the category is Indian Fine Dine, Best Indian Fine Dine. Now, because we are judging and because this is a sort of nomination episode, the food is all laid out over here. Otherwise, it being an Indian fine dine restaurant, the service is spectacular. So I think we should dig in and
Let's begin with the kebabs.
Let's start with the kebabs. Okay.
Da 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 dinna da, da 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 dinna da, da 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 dinna da, da 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 dinna da.
You know what I like about the lava goes to this place? It tastes like it's been made at home. Because we don't have tandooris at home in any case.
Very succulent, chewy. And yet it has got the masala in it.
Oh, this is...
Isn't it?
Can't ever go wrong with potatoes.
A dish called the Kalinga fish curry. Now let's say this comes from Orissa, but within each household in Orissa, there must be a different way of making that fish curry.
Absolutely.
So I think it's very difficult to judge those nuances. But to me, I mean, what I really look for is it satisfying? You know, does it kind of take you back
To its place of origin of nothing else.
Now the halim, it's not about sophistication, but you don't get halim everywhere.
We're also looking at the refinement of flavors.
That's right.
Which can go across all kind of palates.
Yeah.
Which bring in a little more richness that is available on the streets. You know, this halim is outstanding. Well, fine dine Indian with a fine dessert. Rashmi has already started, and so has Kripal. What do we have here? We've got a shahi tukra, double ka meetha as it's called.
Sinfully rich.
Oh God. This is like, sinfully rich is an understatement.
But this shahi tukra, unlike the other ones you get in other restaurants, this has rice flour and wheat flour.
In the bread, you mean?
That's why it's called, that's why it's called shahi tukra asal.
Asal,
The
okay.
real thing.
The real thing.
I think this to me, sums up a meal here. It's great food, great flavors. Of course, it's rich. But look at the way the plates are presented. I mean, that's I think when you look at an Indian fine dining kind of a restaurant, this is really what you're looking at, right? You're looking at food that impresses. That's great on flavor and all of that. I think that to me sums up this restaurant.
What fine dine should be.
Absolutely.
They spanned from Kashmir, that Gucci, Dara, to Orissa's Kalinga fish curry, to Lucknow and Hyderabad, and the halim, which you don't really get in restaurants. That's really amazing that they spanned it all.
I just want to stress on one thing that you said, which is important to me, which is food that impresses.
Yeah.
And I'm impressed. Let's see what's coming up after this. Well, the category is Best Local Cuisine West of India, and we are at Aswad in Dadar with, you've been here before.
Yes, I love this place.
Yeah?
It's home style, it's fabulous, it's family run.
What about you?
To be honest, I'm looking forward to this. For me, this is going to be a revelation.
Okay.
But I'm just excited about being here. In the heart of the other
Marathi land, if I want to call it.
I
Yeah.
look forward to it.
My land, yeah? So let's go inside and taste some Maharashtrian food. Come. So here we are, Aswad, and this is a full Maharashtrian meal.
So should we begin with that? I love the besan ka taste is coming.
they've authentically matched each dish with its own condiment, you know.
I like the sweetness of the dal has. It's got a hint of.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
I'm going to try it.
This particular one here. This is yum.
It's yum, isn't it?
I like a little pinch of salt in it.
There is a pinch of salt in it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's wholesome. It looks healthy. It's something that my mum would approve of.
Okay.
Well, look at something like it's simple, but yet it's got different things. There's the rice, the lentils.
The only thing I didn't like too much is the thali peach and this.
This, okay.
Yeah, the kothambir vadi. But my favorite pitla is as good as ever.
As usual.
And what I'd like to finally say that it is really dal chawal for the dil over here.
Yeah. Dal chawal for dil, as Rashmi calls it. So let's go and dig into some Asian food as we judge Umame for the best debut restaurant. Come on. What is your take on Asian food? Do you like Asian food?
I like it because it's light, it's healthy, a lot of flavors, a lot of different textures.
Yes.
Looking forward to this one.
Here goes. Come on.
Here's the spin. He's got a shive paste inside. I mean, it's not fusion, but it's kind of contemporary Japanese.
Very pleasing to the eye, and I bet it's pleasing to the palate as well.
You can come to this restaurant and make a meal of only starters, dim
Only
sum,
starters.
sushi,
Absolutely.
you know.
We've also got a cow suey and a masaman curry. The curry is creamy. The lamb is just falling off the bone.
In fact, you know that lamb, it's got that gentleness smack to it.
They're very esteemed people in the industry. So they know what they're talking about, they know their food, they're well traveled. It feels nice to be part of the Times Foodie Awards.
Debut restaurant, worthy.
Packed with flavors, meats cooked lovingly.
And also, I think the fact that a standalone restaurant is able to deliver all these really, really exotic, you know, sashimi, sushi, and do it with great style and flair and authenticity. I think all these factors working together.
But it's not killingly expensive either, you know. It's a fine dine, so you are expected to shell out a little more than you normally would. We have had quite a meal actually over here. Let's see what we have after this piece of chocolate. Okay, we're in an unlikely place. This is Lokhandwala in Mumbai, and we've got a restaurant which we're going to judge in two categories. Best vegetarian food and best dhaba. You're looking forward to some nice rajma chawal?
Absolutely.
Remember, two categories, best veg food and also best dhaba.
And remember two things, bale bale.
Bale bale, come on. Okay, I am completely transformed. I've been sort of taken away to the streets of Punjab. Very nice. It's nice and tikka.
Interestingly, this one, she's put all kinds of things in it. Normally, you just have plain makki di roti. So she's made it completely edible even on its own.
Being nominated is a great thing, like, you know. So I've almost won it, I feel, you know. So for me, it's a victory almost.
We've got a salad also over here.
Let it rise up.
Now what shall we have? I'll have a piece of mooli ka paratha as well.
I think we need to end with
rajma and rice with curry, pakoda. Very few dhabas, even in the Punjab, give you parathas which are done on a tawa. That's what I like about these parathas to start off with.
You know, at the end of the day, a dhaba, I mean, people go there for food, for sustenance.
Absolutely.
Right? And despite the fact that we're in the hustle and bustle of Lokhandwala out here, you know, the food is absolutely, like you said, it's like eating at somebody's home. So I think from my perspective, it's like full marks.
I think it passes the test with flying colors. I think this is a real balle balle meal.
Rashmi's put it brilliantly. She's called it a balle balle meal, and the judges will decide. Well, I'm hoping that this is going to be a truly international experience because one, the category is Best International Food.
Yes.
And two, this restaurant, Yauatcha, is part of an international chain. What would you look for when you think of a restaurant which has international food credentials?
I think it's a restaurant that fits into any big city in the world, you know.
This is the edamame truffle dumpling.
Nice, smoky kind of
Truffle oil,
Yeah.
porcini, and the edamame, the buttery edamame. Some people love it, and some people find it too mishmashy and
yeah.
gooey, and you know.
Yeah, I like it. I don't hate it at all. But I'd prefer to have some sort of meat or some sort of seafood in my dumpling.
Okay, so the scallop shumai.
And I will, I think, try those. While you try those, I will try the spring rolls. The prawn has a certain sweetness to it, you know, which is just delicious.
spring roll that we had. I mean, I love the prawn inside.
Your chicken puff is good.
Nice, isn't it? It's sweet, no?
I'm not a fan of ribs,
Sure.
but this one, what is lovely about it is the subtle tea smoked flavor.
The quality of the meat, the way the meat is cooked, after that the preparation is how I would mark it, you know?
Yes.
And over here I think they've mastered that. The quality of the meat is good.
You know, I think the food's been exceptional. I like the fact that they've come here with their best fare, and they've also adapted to, you know, what we locals would love to eat.
My only crib about them is that each portion has only 3 dim sum. So heaven help you if you come with 4 people. Then you have to order 2 portions. That's my only crib.
For me, it's a great candidate for this.
And
But we've got to see who's going to win this. Let's see what we have after this.
I would like to thank Times Now for having nominated us. I'm sure we are a strong contender.
So Kripal and I have travelled for about 2.5 hours on the Mumbai-Gujarat highway to a place called Talasari because the category is Best Dhaba. And we've reached a unique place called Parsi da Dhaba on the Gujarat highway at Talasari. Parsi food, does it turn you on?
Completely.
Yeah? So shall we head out and dig into the Parsi bolu?
Straight to the table.
Let's go.
Of course, a little nervous, respectful of the fact that these guys have eaten all over India. We put our heart into our food, and it's more a passion than a business.
So when you think of a dhaba, the first thing that comes to your mind is parathas and lassi and all that kind of stuff, but a limited menu.
Yes.
If you look at this table,
I'm just mesmerized just looking by the range that's here. I mean,
yeah.
you know, I haven't even bit into it, but one of the things that I can look at right away is the texture of it, right? It's almost like a custard.
It is.
It looks rich, it looks dense. I think this would be a great breakfast. Yeah. But it's one of those breakfasts that you probably want to have through the day.
Absolutely.
You can taste the freshness of the fish. This is a bit of a chili spike which is there, but this is delicious. You know, I think a good fish is when you can taste the ocean.
You can taste the ocean. Well said.
I'm in fish heaven.
Brilliant. Now to wash down that, I've got two of these wonderful, what I call doodh puffs.
Okay.
It's lovely.
This is heritage, right? It's somebody's heritage that you're tasting on a plate.
What do you think? This place, Parsi da Dhaba, is in the category of best dhaba.
I think it takes the word dhaba to a whole new level for me. And this is not the food that I would expect in dhaba. Like I said, this is a place where I would stay, spend time. This would be the destination.
Price-wise, it's reasonably priced. It's not expensive. You've got nice big fish, wholesome chunks of meat, great thick dal.
It's the quality of whether it's the meat, the fish. I think all of that was top class. The food is prepared with a lot of love, and here it is in front of us.
It's where we end this episode, because after this I can't do anything more. Well, that brings us to the end of this episode of the Foodie Awards special. If you want to write to us at weekend@timesnow.tv. We're also on Facebook. Till the next time, from Kripal and me, it's bye.